Way up. Hey, yo, welcome back, everybody. Also, TV, thank you for the sub. Way to fucking start us out. That's what, 8 months now? Jesus Christ. Almost a year, you guys. So here's the deal. I know it's called The Gang's All Here. The gang is not all here. Juno, unfortunately, they were whisked away for work, rather at the last minute. So, but we still have most of the gang here. I know it's been a hot minute, so I have quite the recap for all of you. Also, a heads up as a reminder, this stream is sort of going to be a test, as my computer is finally starting to show with age, and I have not been home long enough to actually build a PC. So, the mechanism with which episodes may be delivered may change in the future if this doesn't go quite the way we want. But I will keep you guys updated on that. Anyways, when we last left our heroes, they were in their new home that was gifted to them by the Duke for saving all of the missing wild magic sorcerers, and they were ambushed in the middle of the night by a warlock of the Smiling Lord and a bunch of darklings, which are sort of unseelie fae. The unseelie fae saw that there was a seelie fae living there, and so they decided to kind of, two birds, one stone, fill out the job and also kill this rando, which caused a huge fight to break out. They managed to defeat all of the unseelie fae and got out of this warlock named Kreia, that they were hired by Shellazar, the one of the wizards in the constellation, to sort of steal their map 2 treasure from them. And it was sort of in the process, like, Shellazar explicitly didn't hire them to kill the party. That was just kind of a fun byproduct for the unseelie. They also discovered there's a glyph of warding in one of the upstairs rooms. And Avigard has currently hidden the map from the party, so they are the only person that knows where the map is. The next day, Roland and Kerf went on a bender. They killed 2 gnomes.
Got booked!
They killed 2 gnomes who were looking for Ripper, the dead Triton that Kerfaderk at one point thought was his father. They also, in the process, poisoned themselves and then went and fought a Goliath in the fighting pits named Zedric. After defeating him, they kind of, commiserated with him and figured they were going to party, so they went to go get some psychedelic mushrooms. They were given mushrooms, and the person who gave it to him said, "Oh, on behalf of Mama Kay." Realizing that something probably a little unsavory may accompany that, they just gave all the mushrooms to Zedric. And he then started to feel woozy after one drink and stumbled home. They trailed him to Cellon, which is sort of the Goliath commune outside of the city. And something killed him in his sleep. Whatever it was not corporeal. Like, there wasn't a physical body in the room with him when he died. But something happened to him while he was sleeping, and he's dead. Roland and Kerfaderk then went back to the house, and that would be where we'd pick up. But I'd like to check in. I'd love to check in with our buddy. Anisoptera, what were you up to that whole day?
That's a great question. The first thing I want to say I did is went back and checked out that glyph of warding that had been put in that I found in that room.
Okay.
And I'd love to do an Arcana or something to try and figure out what its purpose is.
Sure.
If such a thing is possible.
It will be possible, but the DC is going to be very high because of just the nature of the Glyph of Warding spell. So I'm going to say, give me an Arcana check. We'll make it a DC 20.
Well, I'm going to roll really high, so it's not going to matter at all.
We'll also remind you, you can cast guidance on yourself. I think that never happens in the campaign, but it can happen.
I don't know why you'd suggest that, but it's a good one, I guess.
I just want to make sure it's been 5 weeks. I want to make sure you have all of your options available to you.
I'm obviously going to roll in that 20, so I wouldn't need it. But
Right. Sorry,
For sure.
That's a fine. Exactly. So if I don't, it's your fault now. I'm rolling. It's going to be a nat 20. What's the guidance? Is a D4, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't sound like a good start.
Sound like a nat 20 to me.
Well, he just wants.
What's annoying is that exactly. No, it's a 17.
A 17.
Okay.
I will say with a 17, you're not able to discern the trigger for the spell, and you're not able to discern what the spell is, but you can tell. I know I'm for all the professionals out there, that's super not how this works, but I would say you can discern the school of magic is divination. Whatever spell is stored inside the rune is a divination spell.
That's
Interesting.
something.
Interesting. That doesn't feel inherently violent, actually. Doesn't feel that way. Or can I try and get a gauge on how long it's been there? Did I do that last time? I don't even remember. Probably not.
I don't remember either. I would say I'm gonna say with a 17 you can't tell.
I just want to know whether I should dispel it or not.
Someone in chat just says your beard should give you a +3 to every roll.
Oh,
I would say
please.
if that's the case, then I get a +10 to every roll I do because of this shit. So I'm gonna say no to that.
I don't know about that.
Chat never says anything about my mustache.
Can I poke around the room a little bit? I feel like we never even.
Yeah, sure. Give me an investigation check.
I'm gonna. That's a 7.
It's a 7.
Yeah.
This room is not one of the bedrooms in the house. It could function as like a guest room, and so it hasn't really come through a whole bunch. Or rather, I should say there's not a lot of foot traffic in here, so the room is relatively untouched. There's nothing that really jumps out at you. There's like you find some like dragon relief carvings in certain parts of the wall, but like that motif is all over the house, so that's nothing new.
Okay. Well, I didn't put this thing here, and whether the people that invaded the house put it here or it was old, it doesn't want to be here. I don't think. Best case scenario, I'll remove something dangerous. Worst case scenario, redundancy. I'm gonna dispel magic this thing.
Alrighty. Can you for dispel magic? If it's higher than a 3rd level, you roll and add your wisdom, right?
If it's 3rd or lower, it just goes away.
Right. So it is higher than that. The DC is 14. Someone poured a higher level spell in here.
Oh. Okay. Make a ability check using your spellcasting ability. Not attack bonus. That's fine. And I can't guide this, but it'll be fine. It's just gonna work. Wisdom indeed. Fuck a duck. 10.
10 doesn't cut it, I'm afraid. So you cast Dispel Magic, and it looks like the sort of green mist that erupts from you when you cast the spell sort of is almost like blown back in your face a little bit as it sides behind you now. Also, chat the shout out to Flint, not Barton, and Cronus the Doodler for that art. It is fucking banging. Sorry, carry on.
Well, can I try again?
I mean, yeah, if you have another spell
Use
slot.
another spell slot?
Yep.
I mean, I'm going to assume we rested after the attack, right?
Yes. This is the next day. You're working on this.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to take a nap the rest of the day. Get these spell slots back.
Alrighty.
This one's going to work. Does a 14 get me there? Does a 14?
A 14 is exactly what you need. This one with a little more effort
Hey,
and concentration you manage to dispel the spell, I'll say, and you crush. The ward disintegrates off the wall.
Sweet. And in the spelling, do I learn anything about what it was?
No, you just canceled out the spell, whatever it was.
Okay. Hope it wasn't good. Can't imagine it was, but I hope it wasn't. Then I guess I'll go back to my room, and before I nap the rest of the day to get the spell slots back, can I do a religion check to check in with Titania and just?
Sure, yeah. Give me a religion check for that. And to answer your question, you can find prior episodes on our YouTube, which should be in our About section on the Twitch page.
It's not with me today. That's a 9.
Alrighty. So while you are in your little upstairs, like rooftop garden, praying to Titania, what's your wisdom?
18.
Okay, never mind then. So you're praying, you're doing this. You don't feel any kind of, presence from her outside of just the beauty of nature in your rooftop garden. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, yeah, you then spend the rest of the day kind of you clean up the the what's it called, the aftermath of the battle the previous night, and then everybody returns, and we'll say Kerfaderk and Roland, do you guys want to do anything in particular? Do you guys want to do anything in particular before you go to bed, after witnessing Zedric's untimely demise?
Yeah.
I feel.
Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
I was just
whatever you want.
It was a stressful situation watching him sleeping, and then all of a sudden he gets lifted up and stabbed. I was very kerfuffled, and so I went home and I don't know. What do you do to release tension?
Are you asking?
I'm telling.
What did you spend all that money for?
What? Wait,
Why
what
don't you
money?
tell him? Why don't you tell him, Curve?
Money? What money did I spend?
To renovate a particular room in the house?
Oh, the butt room. And here I am releasing tension in my bedroom. What a waste of money. I make my way to the butt room and release all my tension there.
Noted.
Then I go back to my bedroom and do it again. All right, I'm done.
I didn't hear anything about cleanup, so I'm just gonna assume that I'm never going in
You're
there.
gonna have a sit down and talk to me about.
It's also the dining room, living room, right? Basically.
It is the common area, definitely.
Yeah.
But once you,
You
twist
have
the
to go
sconce,
through that room to get anywhere.
I wake up at 3 a.m. I go, oh, fuck. And then I run to the dining room and I clean up any mess that might have been. Luckily, though, there wasn't much, because there's not a lot going on down there. Okay, I'm done. What did you do?
Thank you. I appreciate that. It is the next day. Avigard is not at home. For whatever reason, Avigard kind of is left in the middle of the night. You find a note sort of in the butt room, and it just says, in parentheses, first of all, gross. Then sort of followed by, I'm going to be out for the day. I'll hook up with you guys later. Checking something out.
Guys, how they wrote gross. How did they know what I was doing in here?
I don't want to speculate, but I assume they could smell it.
It is pungent.
All right. You know what? I need to I didn't think about all of the logistics of having a butt room. AKA smell.
I think we need a specific room for like cleaning.
Or maybe we need to hire somebody to clean the house. Maybe...
With what money? With what money?
Well, Avigard, I know
I was
that
gonna
Avigard...
say, just ask Avigard.
Avigard has all of our money. Also, the money that we just won, I'd be willing to hire somebody from town with my share of that money to clean the butt room periodically. How much money did we win?
Yeah, no, it's your money. I can't tell you what to do.
How much money? Dad, how much money did we win?
No,
Dad.
God?
Sorry.
You were like clearly like double my age, by the way.
Tell me how much money we won, Daddy. Sorry, we're in the
I think we made like 150 from that fight.
Great.
Because it was an underdog victory for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, so 75 each.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna take 75 out of my inventory and it is yours.
Thank you.
Or are you just gonna give it to Avigard?
I'm gonna give it to well, Avigard's gone, so I'm going to try and find somebody in town who'd be willing to clean up this messy butt room.
Can I ask, do we need to do anything about this Shellazar fellow?
I would like to. I'm a little nervous just about, sleeping in my own bed if this person's like trying to kill us.
Agreed.
So what do we do?
Well, we should probably, seeing as Shellazar tried to murder us inadvertently, we should fucking kill him.
Well, yes, but we don't know where he is, do we?
We TP'd his house.
TP the fuck out of his house.
Yes. I was.
Yes, I believe he's on.
So we could.
Was it Drury Lane? What was the? No, Penny Lane. Penny Lane is where they are.
If it was Drury Lane, we're fucked. But yeah, okay. I don't quite remember where that is.
We'll
but
go
if
there.
you
A
guys
few
wanted
barbers,
to
a few photographs there. It'll be fun, and then we'll instead of breaking into our house, we'll break into his house, and we'll fucking cut his.
That feels right? 1 for 1, breaking his house in the middle of the night the way he broke into ours.
Sure. I mean, sure, the stealthiest among us is not with us. I can't walk without stumbling. Anisoptera, you're pretty good. You fly, but it kind of makes like a sound when you're. And Roland, you literally have a monster in you. So,
could we
can try.
Could we take him to court? Is that a thing?
Is that a thing? We could
sue
try.
his ass. Are you saying we sue this motherfucker?
Do we have enough evidence?
Did they leave much evidence?
I
mean, they seemed like professionals.
Find a lawyer.
We
need.
That's another expense.
I have 75 coin. It's either butt room clean or lawyer.
Oh Lord. What if we first try to just have a diplomatic conversation and try and clear this all up, and if that doesn't work, then we can go down that other road, and if that doesn't work, then we can take the law into our own hands, I guess.
All right.
That's a very reasonable approach. But does that make it the right one?
It's not the one that we usually take, no.
My feisty, fiery soul demands redemption.
There is suddenly a knock at your front door.
Well, we can't answer it. We better leave it alone.
Nobody's in the bedroom.
I can answer it.
Why?
No, you're releasing tension.
Here, I'd like shuffle them like behind the door, so when I open it, like they can't be seen, and I open the door.
All right, you open the door to reveal a semi-familiar face, a halfling woman with big glasses and red hair in a sort of messy bun, in 2 big blue robes, kind of looks up at you. You recognize this as Isolde, the woman who worked for Shellazar at the Constellation. And she sees you, and
was she in the elevator?
She was not in the elevator. She was the one who recognized you guys from... She was like in the room with the Constellation. She was like the secretary, the note taker. When you guys brought up the Night Mother, Shellazar was like, hey, go to my personal library and pull up all the books you can about her. And she looks up at you, Roland, and she says, "Oh, thank goodness. Is it all right if I come inside?"
Well,
Not in the butt room, it's not.
it is. I'm sorry. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, we have just
Why exactly are you visiting?
I'd rather not speak about it out in the open air. It's okay.
All right.
Yeah, I guess. And then like I kind of like look behind the door of like, well, I guess this is happening, and sort of get them in, and like they. I guess she has to see that they're just standing behind the door, right?
I think she's just like
Or is there a way
startled
that
for a
they could,
second,
like,
and then it's like,
make it like.
"Oh, hi.
So
Hiya.
what can I do for you?
I flit into the butt room and quickly hit the sconce so it flips into its
So like all the
common
sort of,
room.
we'll say the special table like flips and turns into a regular dining
Yeah,
table.
leather padded platforms and stirrups and the whole thing. It all just folds into the wall. And...
Fantasy Barry White stops playing. The paintings look like, you know.
Yes, exactly. Exactly, but it's like it's like Renaissance paintings that they're all nude when it's butt room mode, and then you hit the sconce, they flip, and they're all clothed.
That's incredible.
Anyways,
and it's all just Kerfaderk in different poses.
I love it.
I had these paintings commissioned, thousands of dollars.
They're very nice. They're very nice.
Thank you.
I apologize.
It's okay. I'm just gonna jump into it. I think the constellation is lying to people.
Oh, real? What?
Well, you see, there was an incident on campus a few days ago, and word has sort of started to spread that maybe the constellation's not all it's cracked up to be. And I started thinking, and I'm regularly in Shellazar's home, and there's this crystal. It's called the Custody Crystal, and he says that it's to, you know, provide wards and protect the campus and, like, you know, keep it a dry campus, things like that. That it provides all these sort of magical, you know, benefits. But I think it's the reason why the magic has gone wild in Whitecrag. I think they're lying when they say that it's the dragon. I think it's them. I think they're performing some kind of experiment. I don't know. It's just a gut feeling. I don't have any real concrete evidence, I'm afraid.
Wow, this feels like something we should have uncovered, and we didn't. And now you're here to tell us.
I mean, I don't know. Far be it
either
from me to
that,
tell heroes how they should do their work, but you know, I know that you people have done a lot to save the town.
First of all, it's not a dry campus.
No, I know. It's like part of, you know, everyone kind of drinks. You just, you know, you go to the guy whose name I can't remember.
And did you say you're in his house? You're in his house a lot?
Well, yeah, I'm kind of a talented wizard, but I'm not allowed to be on the constellation yet. I haven't been around long enough. But I still I go to his house. I used to be an intern for him. And now I sort of I help manage his library and other such things.
Was it a paid internship or an unpaid internship?
Oh, it's
Gotta
paid.
be
I'm well past
unpaid,
unpaid at this
right?
point.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Well, you're in his house a lot, you said?
I do. I have, and she pulls from out
So,
her robe a key. She's like, do have a key.
Wow.
Huddle,
Can you
huddle.
tell us something really fast? A couple of weeks ago, someone really cool and smart and brave pulled a epic prank on his house. How did he react? How did he take it?
Yeah. What did he say?
God.
He wasn't a huge fan, but it only took me like a few hours of prestidigitation to clean it all up.
Wait, you had to clean it up?
He made you?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's why that's my job.
Oh.
Wait, So you say there's this crystal, right? And this crystal is making things go wild and erratic. What exactly do you want us to do? Do you want us to check out the crystal? Do you want us to steal it? Do you want us to kill
think-
Shellazar? Like what?
Well,
All the above.
What exactly do you want us to do?
I don't want you to kill Shellazar. I mean, he's mysterious and strange, but I think he's a good person at heart. I just think whatever experiment he's running on with the wild magic in the city, I think is dangerous, and I'm worried, and I would feel safer if maybe the crystal was destroyed, or at least like I could examine it. He won't let me look at it anymore. After he heard about a bunch of hags in the city, he's like, he doesn't let many people in his home anymore, and he's put all kinds of defenses in.
You know what's crazy? I think I want to do a vibe check on this person.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do too.
Roland doesn't pick up on this. So I'm not
Insight.
roll
I'm gonna guide myself. Obviously, I'm gonna roll in that 20, but just in case I want to get a 24, I'll.
Of course.
Spencer, were you waving high or did you get
Got
a
a 5.
5?
Oh, you got a 5. Okay.
Yeah.
I got a 16.
A 16.
That's a touch better.
I'll start with the low number. Kerf, with your 5, honestly, I'll kind of leave it to you what you read from her. She seems earnest, but like, also, I don't know, like, Kerfaderk has inadvertently killed a lot of little people, so I don't know if like maybe he's got a thing against it. I don't want to put that on you. But for your 16,
Whoa!
I'm sorry. Wait. Hold on. One moment, please. I don't think,
Because he rolled a 5.
no,
I think I've killed a lot of little people.
You poisoned 2 people last game.
Oh yes, I've killed a lot of little people.
You've killed a lot of little
Okay,
people.
we'll say that the 5 is. I'm facing the wrong way, so I can't even. I'm not even looking at her.
So you're just listening. You're making sure that the paintings are actually paintings of you. Maybe he suspects one is a fake or something. As for you said it was a 16?
The eyes, wherever you are in the room.
Mm-hmm.
All right, with your 16, she seems genuinely worried. Like the worry is real. As for like her theory about the crystal that maybe it's causing the wild magic, you get the vibe that it's like not conspiratorial, but it's a little more harebrained than maybe like there's a reason she came to you guys with this than like probably another wizard. Like
What do you mean?
Like she doesn't feel she has a gut feeling that it's causing the wild magic, but she has no evidence, and so she's like, well, I can't go to another wizard or someone because they'll ask for evidence and I can't give it to them. But these guys, I think I can trust them. So it seems she seems earnest, I guess is what I would say.
And we like to go on gut, so.
Y'all are gut people, from what I understand.
Do you know what he did here like a day and a half ago?
No, I don't think so. Yesterday he asked me to screen all of his meetings, and because he was going to be working on stuff. That's all I know.
He sent some motherfuckers to kill us.
What?
And steal our stuff?
Yeah.
No, this is Shellazar. I don't think he would do that.
We
No, they told
captured
us.
the person in charge, and they told us that Shellazar hired them, and they were being truthful. Shellazar has done this. Your employer is a bad man. He's a bad man.
Can you
Probably
make
a murderer.
Almost definitely.
Can you make a persuasion check for me, Kerfaderk?
Of course.
I'm so glad Kerfaderk was doing the talking there.
I was gonna say, can we give him like a help check? But it's like, yeah, it's Kerfaderk. There it is.
What'd you get?
24.
24.
24.
25.
Her face just falls, and she's like, "Oh my god!" Then there's no. If he's capable of that, I don't even want to know what the Custody Crystal is. Just destroy it.
What is he saying? it's for?
He said it's to help protect the school, and it's like it creates a bunch of wards and things like that.
Well,
And you don't think he's stretching the truth? You think he's absolutely lying about that?
Just the way he's been behaving recently, and I think it's. My theory is that it has to do with all the wild magic that's been going about. But I don't want to. If he's willing to, why? And she like looks at. Why did he try to kill you?
he's obsessed with power. He wants to destroy everybody who has any sort of power in this city. I tell you, you should stop working for him, because he makes you clean up shit from his house, and he's mean, and you should come work for us. Either cleaning the butt room or being a
Okay,
lawyer.
maybe not.
Whichever you
Okay,
prefer.
let's not make her clean up toilet paper to go in to clean up.
But we do love to have
not a reliable
friends.
piece of work.
We do love to have friends.
Yes, you
Even
come
if-
over to our side, help us find this crystal.
Even if the
We'll
average,
treat you well.
even if the average lifespan isn't quite what we'd like them to be.
With that riveting endorsement, that's tempting. But I think I'm willing to help, and I'll help you get in. But I don't think I could fight him. I can't.
So
All right.
That's fine. We're not asking you to.
hey, we need to have a little huddle. Yes.
Before
Do you
before
have any
that, you
law
said
experience?
he was setting up more security and defenses. What exactly do you mean by that
Well,
specifically?
I don't know the extent of everything. Like I said, he's really restricted my access to his house. But he's put in place. He's animated a zombie to look over his books, and he
Zombie doesn't
started
sound too bad.
he
Like a
started buying and enchanting suits of...
Frankenweenie, sort of. Sorry.
No, literally what'd you say? I didn't hear you.
Was it not worth repeating?
Oh, okay.
Not anything of value.
Oh, okay. But whatever it is, I know a lot of it's going on in the upstairs floor. I think he's enchanted some of the armor, some of the suits of armor. He's a history buff, and he collects suits of armor from different periods in White Crag's history, and I think he's enchanted some of it. And but those are the only defenses I know of immediately. Like I said, I've kind of just been restricted to the library, so I interact with the zombie a whole lot. He's harmless, but don't piss it off. It's very big.
That seems manageable, though.
Not
Okay.
harmless. Okay.
Okay.
Huddle.
Huddle up. So, I know we don't have a rogue here today, but I think we might want to go stealthy in this one. It may be more difficult, but I feel that we may be able to get in there undetected, get the crystal, destroy it,
Sure.
and then once it's destroyed, I'm sure that there's going to be hell to fight on the way out.
Do we?
Well, tell you what. Destroy that crystal, and then I'm gonna like fucking shit all over his bookshelf or something just to pwn that.
You know what? If that's something you truly desire,
I do.
yeah.
Do we?
Yep.
Do we want to destroy it? Do we want to steal it?
Yeah, maybe we steal it, take it home.
Yeah, I think we should actually fully.
Because
examine it.
if we're gonna have to fight a dragon in what we believe to be a month,
could use as many artifacts as we can.
yes, and allies, and as soon as we tried to explain to him there was some kind of danger, what he did was, try to steal from us and didn't care whether we lived or died. So we can't consider him any kind of ally.
I was gonna say maybe we could go in with like helmets and disguise, but I'm pretty sure
Oh,
you recognize
I think
all
this.
of us.
That's
There's always the disguise.
what did she just say? Animated suits of historical armor. We go get ourselves some historical armor, dress up,
That's gonna be more expensive than a hood, but yeah, I
But it
guess.
sounds like hijinks.
I think it's a great idea. I have 75 coin. I can spend it all to try and get us some animated armor or some whatever.
we don't need
historical
animated armor. or
Just
else
regular
we won't
armor.
Control.
Just put it on and.
Let's go to the smith. Let's go to the local smith. Get some goddamn armor.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
Maybe,
I'm
also
down with that.
maybe this person whose name I can't recall right at this moment, maybe she could help us acquire or at
possible,
least
yeah.
or imitate,
Some sort of magical buff and stealth, and yeah.
Who?
the,
Sure.
Depending on their repertoire of spells.
the woman standing with the red hair right there.
Oh, yes, the one right behind me. Sure. Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do it.
Right. Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
And if we see him, do we kill him?
Yes.
if he engages in combat, yeah.
I will insult him if I see him. I will.
I don't have the constitution to say that you won't. So
And he did, send people to hurt us, and we did prank him first, but that, he escalated.
Yeah, get pranked, loser. That's what happens when you're a dick. He got pranked. And then he tries to kill us? No, that's not how you respond to a prank. This guy's dead.
yeah. No, yeah. I think until we get to the crystal, we need to remain stealthy and
Composed, yes.
yeah.
So
if that's possible,
2 suits of armor, and maybe I can
hide in like a
Mary-
breastplate or something like that.
or even maybe aerial work, sneak in from the top through a chimney or
Sure,
something.
yeah, you could be
sense.
our eyes in the sky.
Bingo.
Love
Alright.
it. All right, lady, what's your name? Sorry.
No,
rude.
it's okay.
It's not Isildur, but it's something like that.
I often fly under people's radar. My
Is
name
it
is
so-
Isolde.
We were in the other room when you said that to him. That's why we didn't hear that. Isolde.
Right.
We know your name.
Isolde.
Just
All
Isolde.
right.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Just like
Well, I won't ever
No, you're good. You're
say
good.
that again.
Well,
Maybe we can, we want to take you up on our offer. We're just going to, if you want to stay here and make yourself comfortable, we just have to hit the smith real quick to get some armor.
Or even
Use the buff room.
do we tell her an idea and ask for her help, or do we?
Well, let's, yeah, sure. Maybe let's get the armor first. Let's have her sit back, and then we'll come back with the armor, ask her to enchant it, and she can help us in
You
it.
know what else we might be able to get some? It's historical, right? We're in with the family, the ruling family, right? Maybe they'd lend us something.
Oh, no.
that's
Maybe.
not a bad idea.
Maybe we should split up. Maybe one person goes to the royal family. Oh, well, that doesn't make much sense. We'd go to the royal family.
It could even be like a borrow situation.
Ooh.
We don't have to keep the armor. I'm sure if we tried to get the armor permanently, we would have to pay something significant.
Okay, royal family first. If that doesn't work, we'll go to a smith. Then we come back here, get that shit buffed, and then we.
And
go
we can
kick this
also tell
loser's
him that he
ass.
tried to kill us. And they don't like him
Yes.
anyway, so
Right.
Although is that
Yeah.
snitching? Are we snitching if we do
I
that?
mean, like snitching is like when you get into a fight and like you're both pissed and have beef, but he like sent
they
mercenaries.
tried,
after us.
they tried to kill us.
I mean, you know what they say about snitches? They get fucked.
Oh,
That's literally the last thing we'd like to have happen to us.
Unless I'm in the
Anything
butt
else is on the table. Literally anything else is on the table, but that would be too much.
Unless I'm in the butt room, then I'm on the table.
Whoa.
the one that spins.
That's one of the tables,
good.
yes.
Oh,
That's what.
all right. Let's walk and talk, and I'll start gathering up some supplies to go. Start walking up the hill to the royal family.
All right. So Isolde, as you guys leave, are you leaving her at home or are you telling her to go? Like, what's the?
Oh, do we explain the plan? See if she wants in? Maybe she has like ideas.
Yeah, let's explain the plan. Isolde, and I explain the plan.
So it.
It's a good plan, right? It's a perfect plan.
Your plan is to sneak in wearing big suits of armor?
Because you said he's got a bunch of animated suits of armor, so we'd be the,
Not in the sense that we would be undetectable, but in the sense that we wouldn't be
we'd hide in plain
cause for
sight, as they
alert.
say.
I guess that's not a terrible idea.
Nice. She gave us her blessing.
But I just wanted. I know. I don't know if the suits of armor are the guard. Like, I don't know if you'll be able to fool them. I don't know. It's worth a shot.
It'll be one of them. They won't be able to tell the difference.
Do the animated armor typically run tasks for them, or do they stay dormant until alert is
There's
present?
one that's sort of active constantly, and the others are inert until
Just
called
one.
upon. Yeah.
It would be like that
Okay.
scene in my favorite play, Fawn of the Dead, where all the living fawns are walking amongst the dead fawns, and the dead fawns don't know that the living fawns are living.
I do.
So
I
if we
do
wanna
love
keep
that bardic
doing
tale.
this plan, I think we have to
It's
split
the
up.
controversial sequel to Bambi.
You know what? This is on me. I did come to you guys for help. So, however you solve this, I believe in you.
I mean, unless you have a better idea, but I don't
To be completely
think-
honest, the only idea
I think-
I have is to get in and get out, but I don't know how to do that.
that's what we want to do too.
So if
it's
we
just
wanna
how we
do-
get
If we
in.
want to
We just
do
added a
the
little
historical
finesse.
armor, we would have to either split up, or we could just cover our faces and try and go more stealthful.
Where does he get his historical armor?
I'm sorry, what?
You know what else we could look? You said he's got he's a history buff, lots of fancy historical armor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else we might be able to get it for free? Is there some kind of mausoleum in this town?
Oh,
How often does he get shipments? Would you say?
Oh,
Well, there is the back door. I also have a key to that.
we're quite familiar. We're quite familiar.
Ha! But the things that come through the back door.
Yes, the things. What about them?
Let me just say, the suits of armor he curates, right? Like, he goes and he purchases those himself.
It's not what comes through the back door, it's how much comes.
How much and who?
Sorry, how old are you? How appropriate are these two at the moment?
I'm an adult, but that doesn't make me not wildly uncomfortable. But the main thing he
I
gets
apologize
through
for them.
is he gets shipments of weather whale back door for his experiments. And whatnot.
Ooh,
Okay.
what do they come in?
Crates, big crates.
Are the crates shaped like giant horses?
No.
No, they're shaped like crates, but
okay.
you should.
Damn, I had a
That's a
great
good business
plan.
idea.
New plan. We come in a crate. Say that we're a shipment of. Well, we're not going to say we're a shipment of weather.
We could.
You say we're a shipment of weather.
Well.
I doubt that'll
Oh,
go.
that
through.
That was good. That's a great.
Thank you.
As flawless as that impression of weather whale is.
I say we break our way into a weather whale shipment that's headed for Shellazar's house. Do our best weather whale impression, and then once he brings us into the house, we can break out and get the crystal.
Okay,
and
but
pwn
can we
that
marry the
thing.
two ideas? Can we come in the crate in historical suits of armor from a mausoleum or a tomb?
Of course we can.
Assuming that.
Well, I think this is an A+
I
idea.
think a wooden
What do you
box
guys
will do
think?
the trick, fellas.
No, but once we're in, what do we do? What if we get caught? Once we're inside?
We kill everyone in sight.
No, you
Well,
go, I'm just a suit of armor.
Yes, exactly.
And everyone will say, okay.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, somebody misplaced the weather whale and they put the suit of armor in the weather whale.
You're supposed to be in the other hallway, and then you go, and then we do it.
It's foolproof. It's foolproof. Hands in.
Your party is all idiots.
I know, just shut the hell up, okay?
All right, everybody. Fake weather whale / enchanted suits of armor on 3. 1, 2, 3. Fake weather.
Suits of armor and.
All right, off to
The nearest
mausoleum.
Mausoleum.
All right,
we
we're
go.
gonna.
Of which there
Is this
must
the
be.
best? What? Okay.
We're gonna take a 5-minute break. We'll be back in 5. An ad's gonna play during the break. If you're not subscribed, don't worry, you're not missing anything. If you are subscribed, you won't see the ad. So please subscribe. Back in 5.
I need a Xanax.
So, you said you're going to You said you're going to a mausoleum or a graveyard, yes?
Apparently.
Yes, to find some free suits of historical armor. And then we're gonna need Isolde. Is that her name?
Isolde, yeah. Like from
We're
R3.
gonna need her help to get inside the crate of weather whale going into the guy's house. See, and you know the tunnel that was where all the bad things were that went straight to the Council of Stars? That's suspicious, and it was then too.
Yes, 'twas. So, everyone give me a history check to sort of like your knowledge of the town of like where a graveyard may be.
So who's got a good history?
Not I.
anybody-
-1. I got a
minus
14.
1? What about you, Spencer? Can I give you a guidance? Do you have a good chance of succeeding?
I don't have any modifiers, and I already rolled. I got a 16.
Oh, I got a nat 20.
Ooh.
Finally.
The most important roll of the night.
I would say with your nat 20,
Oh, I doubt that seriously.
I would say with your nat 20, you are, for whatever reason, intimately familiar with all the graveyards in town. You know that there is a sort of pauper's graveyard over in the Chalk Hook where a lot of miners will get buried. You know there's
Not that one.
There's the Flakefall mausoleum underneath the Flakefall estate, where like all the royals are buried. And then you know that
is like a no.
And then the sort of in-betweeny people are buried outside of the city and watched over by the Goliaths in Cellon.
Oh, I didn't think about someone watching over them.
Like, there's undertakers and,
Yeah.
Do you think when people get buried, they just kind of fucking, like, someone's got to mow the lawn?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know what? And never mind. Did you say you were hanging out with the Goliath yesterday?
Oh yes, we were.
Oh yeah, we
What
were.
happened with that?
How to put this? He died.
He died. I think his heart stabbed him.
What? What?
Yeah. It was definitely arcane in nature.
His heart
but
stabbed him.
Yeah.
His own heart.
It was a bad image.
It was mushroom magic. Don't do shrooms, kids, unless you want to have fun.
Or if you want your body to contort and pierce you from the
I think
inside.
3 or 4 times we've done shrooms on this stream. Okay, so do we talk to him or do we sneak in?
Sneak in.
I have disadvantage on stealth checks.
We'll sneak in, and then if anybody talks to us, I'll just tell them that we're visiting recently deceased.
As we dig them out. Yeah.
Yeah, we are. No, we could. I feel like we both could fit inside. Well, we all could fit inside of that Goliath's armor.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. If I was the legs, and then you could be oh my god, Anisoptera could be the head, Roland you could be the body.
Wow, because you've got the.
Okay, you're winning.
I think that's good. I think that could really work.
That's a good idea. Giant
God. Like one big set of armor, like trench coat into the movie theater. It's perfect.
This is perfect. All right, let's go. Let's go to the Goliath.
Find a big,
graveyard.
fancy grave, and just try not to piss anyone off. That's the hard part. Could we leave them something special in exchange? What?
I was gonna say
yeah.
So he died last night.
Well, there has to be other Goliaths
Did he
in
have-
the graveyard.
Did he have armor? Fancy armor? We need fancy armor.
Well, I'm not sure it was fancy, but it was like he definitely had armor on.
Oh shit. But also, no, never mind. I was going to say I got a whistle that can bring someone back from the dead, but I think it's still.
Only
I got to wait a couple of days, I think, before it's good again.
bringing someone back from the dead and bringing a minion to life are kind of two different
James
things.
says time's out.
Time out, like you can.
the-
It has been.
What's the matter, Daddy?
I hate that. It's been several days since you last used it, so it would recharge. The only caveat is you have to do it when it's completely dark.
Let's be dark.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like it has to. Like you can't bring someone back to life under sunlight. So it has to either be in a dark room or under the night sky.
Could we kill his? Well, it's too many.
Let's go.
Let's go with this plan, and then we'll pivot if we need to.
Let's get to this graveyard. We'll find.
We've got this nice, simple plan. There's no reason to second guess.
Exactly. All right. I'll lead the way.
And we go to the in-between graveyard and look for something
In between
fancy, nighty, and big.
All right, you guys head towards Cellon.
Are we doing this at night?
I don't think so.
We
Honest to
probably
God, I
should.
don't
We
think
probably
so.
should we, or what does it matter? Okay,
Yeah, let's do it at night.
Okay.
we wait for night.
Okay, you have a couple hours. Do you do anything in the interim?
I would honestly like to go shopping for supplies,
Okay.
health potions.
That's smart. I'll go play in a tavern for some coin.
Anisoptera?
How scout from the sky.
All good things. All good things. Okay.
All right, we'll start.
What's going on
Hey.
today? You guys are being productive.
We'll start with Kerfaderk. Kerfaderk. What's your passive perception?
Oh, my passive perception. Sorry.
Also, have we checked in with the egg mafia lately?
What the fuck is the passive perception again? Is that my
It's
charisma
wisdom.
modifier? Oh no. Oh, it's 14.
14. All right, never mind. And what about Egg Mafia? What?
Wait, have they checked in lately? The egg mafia?
No, nothing from the egg folk.
Yes, the business card has not glown blue yet.
We traded our consciences for a bunch of eggs for a prank.
We did.
I'm to
Wouldn't-
say I'm shocked would be a blatant lie.
All right, Kerfaderk, give me a performance check. As you're playing in the tavern, see how much money you get.
Oh, that's gonna be a dirty 21.
Okay.
Ooh,
I would say you
dirty
make.
indeed.
I would say you probably make about a good 12 gold from all that. Lots of people popping by, enjoying themselves, that kind of thing.
Great.
Randomly, someone comes up to you and, like a drunk person in a tavern, kind of like comes up to like paw at you, but then like collapses just as he's about to reach you.
The fuck?
He rolled a 3.
Everybody, grab that man. Grab that man.
And then
That man tried to attack me.
The bouncer like picks him up and chucks him outside. Anisoptera, could you give me a perception check? As you said, you're just flying above the city.
Perception? No, I'm well, a little bit of that, but I wanted to go to the graveyard and check it out.
Oh, then yeah. Give me that.
Also the city. Yeah, why not? Also a city on the way, and then we'll get specific.
Sure.
Perception?
Perception.
I'm gonna guide myself.
All
I'm gonna
right,
guide myself with my amazing eyes.
Mm.
My 360 vision. Canonically 360 vision.
Canonically 360.
Oh boy. Seeing a little too much at once, I think. That's it's an 8.
You are absolutely correct. The city is a bustling. The South District in particular is what you have to pass through to get to Cellon. And it is a hustling and a bustling. That's where all the merchants are and all that stuff. You don't see anything of consequence. As you approach the graveyard.
It's also exciting.
Also true. And there's lots of smells, food and
Yeah, exactly. The sights, the smells, the people.
sounds.
What a life.
Feels.
Yes, those two. The tastes
The tastes.
of my feelers.
I can taste the wind.
Uh,
Give me,
hmm.
give me another perception check as you head towards Cellon
Okay.
and the graveyard.
That,
specifically.
that's a goddamn 11.
An 11.
I'm saving it for
It's
when
a
I'm.
little better.
I'm
It's a little
saving
better.
it. I'm saving it for when I'm in there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
The graveyard is relatively bare. You do see a groundskeeper at one point sort of like scything away grass. You know, in certain areas. There are a couple mausoleums, and it looks like there is some kind of service being held. With your 11, you're probably a little bit out of the way. You'd have to get closer and maybe roll for stealth to learn more.
There's a
there's-
funeral being held?
Yes, it looks like there's a service. Someone is actively being buried. You make out a few figures, and
How
specific.
big do they look?
They're Goliaths. Everyone there seems to be Goliaths. They're
Oh.
quite large, especially to you.
Oh,
These are big
gotcha.
fuckers. And from what you can tell, one seems to be a little shorter than the others, still very tall, and is holding a. It's hard to tell. It looks like they're just holding, like the trunk of a tree, just a big shaft of wood that's probably almost as tall as they are. Who seems to be leading the service?
I was gonna say.
Is that because I said shaft?
Yes.
You
Yeah.
you bastards.
Do I check it out? Do I? I'll get a little closer and try and open my ears and my exquisite 360-degree eyes.
Alrighty. Give me a stealth check
Stealth, fuck.
if you're getting closer.
Ooh, that's a dirty 19.
Dirty 19. All right, and give me one more perception check. Now that you're close and you get a better view of these folk. The DC is a lot lower now.
That's an 11.
Another 11.
Yeah. But I'm
Yeah.
closer.
You're closer. A lot of the service is being done. Do you speak Giant?
Only hello, goodbye, my name is, just
Gotcha.
where's the bathroom, that sort of thing.
Where's the library? So you
Exactly.
Biblioteca.
the service is mostly in Giant. You do hear a name that sounds familiar based on the conversation you had with Roland and Kerfaderk. You hear Zedric, just kind of like said at one point. It looks like the shorter Goliath with the like large thing. As you get closer, it looks like it is a huge shield that he is hosting, and as that he's holding. And as you look, it looks like there are names carved into the shield. This like huge hunk of wood. And he's kind of like praying over the grave. He's praying over the grave. And two other Goliaths start like shoveling dirt into the open grave, and every so often like someone will throw in shells or bits of stone and like carved totems, that kind of thing. Very like respectful sort of like offerings, it seems like. You can give me a religion check if you want to like maybe know more about the service, but or rather the specifics, I would say.
Shield, but no armor, right?
Yeah, he's wearing like vestments. It looks like the shield is. It almost seems he's a little bit older, and he's almost using it kind of as like a walking stick or something to prop him up.
Okay. Want to clock this and the name and all that? This the vibe. Do they seem shocked, appalled, destitute?
It seems, I would say with your passive insight, you can tell that, like, yeah, this came as a surprise. There are not a lot of people present at the funeral, but but it is, everyone there is like, it's that it was very sudden, right? You know, so like there is devastation, but most people are just kind of like, it hasn't really hit. It looks like that Zedric is actually dead.
I don't see burning revenge.
No. I think mostly shock and just like they don't even know what happened to him. Maybe a heart attack, maybe something.
Okay.
You could say that.
Literally. I'm gonna let them be, have their morning MOU, and then I'm gonna go around just look for a gravestone that looks fancy and knighty.
Sure. Give me a perception check,
Now this is important.
and we'll hold that, and we'll pivot real quick to Roland, who is shopping, I believe.
Yeah, so I want to go to like a potions or an alchemist maker who can just I just need health potions. I need some sort of way to ensure that we will not die today. Please.
Certainly. You happen upon, there's a place called Gee's Goods, and it's in the South District, and they've got like lots of like bright blues and greens adorn the walls and like various draperies, and you see a sort of halfling gentleman who keeps like pulling out a pocket watch, and like kind of like sees you and is like, yes, how can I help you today, sir? You said you're looking for health potions specifically?
Yes, I'm just looking for something to, keep me alive.
Oh, yes. I can tell by your attire, you're sort of the adventurer type. Absolutely. Yes, that I have several different varieties, right? We've got, your basic, your moderate, your advanced, very high tech, like, I'm losing my arm kind of, like anti-gangrene kind of potions. Ranging in price, obviously, it's about 25 for the basic, 50 for the moderate, and 100 for the superior.
Let's do 2 of the moderate.
All right, that'll be 100 gold, please.
So,
and do you have a courtesy card with us?
Yeah, of course. And no, honestly, sorry, I don't really have that much time.
Oh, sure.
I got a adventure to do.
I know, but if you
these
take
aren't
out
the
the courtesy
PM
card,
ones,
then we
are
can take
they?
10% off, and then it only costs you 90 gold. And I mean, I also make commission, so like that would do wonders for me.
Yeah, yeah, sure. And I pull out like what looks to be like a cloth wallet, but really it's just holding like business cards and like my own personal information.
It's like, okay, and your address.
So
Thank
yeah,
you.
what do I just need to give you like my name?
Yeah. Your
My
name,
address.
your address,
Oh.
and if at all possible, sort of your just like a drop of blood would also help. I think.
Drop of okay, yeah. And I pull out like one of my hand axes and I just scrape it against my finger and I smear it up against, kind of like in a hurry and a rush, like this is just fucking happening today, and I kind of like
careful. All right, thank you. And
finger.
here is your courtesy card. He hands you a little bit of laminated parchment. That
No,
just
I
says,
assure you, it's fine. I'm getting the potions.
Gee's Goods, valued customer. And yeah, you just subtract 90 gold, and you've got 2 moderate potions of healing.
Yeah.
Which are 4d4 plus 4.
When I look around this Gee's Goods,
Mm-hmm.
44, so they're greater, perfect. And then I look around this rest of the store. Do they have like enchanted items, or is it just specifically like alchemy?
It seems more like alchemy in like a general store. If you want magic items, you'd have to go to the Council of Stars for that stuff.
Oh, well, never mind. We'll be there eventually.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much for doing business. I really appreciate it.
Then
Please do come back to Gee's Goods. Tell your friends.
Yeah. Yeah, I will, and I just leave, and I just feel a little bit of a migraine start, and I fold that card up and I put it in my pocket, but not in my wallet.
Gotcha. Alrighty, pivoting back. Anisoptera, would you roll for that perception, looking for a fancy headstone or what have you?
I didn't. I waited.
Mm.
Let the anticipation build.
Oh, well, it's a building. You can roll it now.
Oh. That is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
Ooh,
You
that is.
find
Yeah, so
you find 3 things of interest. You find the headstone. It's basically the way it's sort of like the graveyard is split almost in 2. There is a section of the graveyard that it seems to be specifically for the Goliaths, and a section of the graveyard that is for just like the people of the city, which is much, much larger. One point of interest is you see.
Oh, okay.
One point of interest is you see a sort of like Stonehengian-esque like series of stone like lined up, like that sort of like house shape. You know what I'm talking about? That seems to be over a Goliath's grave.
Yes.
Okay. A lot of it is inscribed in giant, so you cannot read it, but it definitely gives off the sense of like someone important is dead in under the ground here. And then in the people of White Crag section of the graveyard, you find 2 mausoleums. One that seems to have a very sophisticated locking system, but is very large. Like there are possibly over a dozen bodies in there, interred in there. And one that is not as large and does not have a fancy lock. But it's still like, it's a mausoleum, so like it's pretty decently sized.
Sweet. Okay, I fly back to the house and wait to share.
All right. I believe at this point you've all reconvened back at do you guys want to have a name for your house? Right now I just have it as Party House, because it's the house for the party.
Party.
That is not our house. No.
The butt,
Party butt.
I insist on no.
the butt house.
Butt house.
Although the fuckless, there's something to fuckless.
I will say we should table the
Fuckless
discussion
butts.
until Avigard is present. As they
Oh,
have just
you're absolutely right.
They have just as much input as the rest of the party. So never mind. You all meet back at the house.
Of course.
But butt party for the soft.
Yeah. Fuckless butt party.
Fuckless
soft
butt
name.
party.
Fuckless,
That's
but
good.
that's the name of the episode. I'm sorry.
You
I
all
gotta
just
write
say
that down.
words.
Wow.
It hurts
You
my
say
brain.
Fuckless butt party or buckless fuck party?
Perfect. Or
Fut party. Buckless fut party.
yes, buckless fut party. Say that 10 times fast.
This is like a children's show for
I'd rather
adults.
not.
All right, we're all met. Are we ready to fucking grave rob these folks?
We got a couple of sweet little options.
Oh, hit
I
me.
saw, and you said you saw a guy's heart stab him yesterday, Goliath.
Yes.
You saw his family burying him. It was sad. They seemed shocked.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah,
That's
it was. It was. Anyway, no, yeah, it was not great. It was sad, but they didn't seem like I didn't see like revengey. So I think that just But you didn't. You didn't.
He was relatively young and a good fighter.
You didn't kill him, right?
No, I don't think we did. Did we kill him? I don't think.
I would think about that some more. Maybe Kerfaderk. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you know what?
Maybe you did.
We did not know that they were poisoned. However, to confirm our suspicions, Kerfaderk may have drugged our friend who is now 6 feet under. Well, I mean, with Goliath, would be like,
Yeah, you got to go deeper than that.
Yeah, they probably got to go
If
deeper.
you stab somebody with a knife, is it the knife that killed them, or is it the person that killed them? And if it's the person that killed them, then yes, I killed Zedric. But we need to figure out what the answer to that question is.
Are you
See,
confused about what murder is?
I've never killed anybody.
Well,
Wait. So if you cast a spell and that spell kills someone, you think that
Evil
magic
spell.
kills the person,
That
not the person casting.
spell
No,
killed somebody.
no, god damn it.
I've
I
seen
start like
many
banging my
spells.
shield against my head.
wow. That's interesting.
Man, I don't know what I would do if I found out that I'd killed people.
I
don't
grew
think
up
I have.
on a ship full of murderers, thieves, and just the scum of the earth, and they knew what murder was. I feel like you have a higher kill count than most of those guys, too.
Oh, if only. I don't.
I would. Out
You
of
threw a
character-
rat off like a 50-foot drop for shits and
Actually, the
giggles.
rat didn't die, right?
He's not dead.
Where is he?
He found a home somewhere else. He's living a happy life.
Upstate.
Upstate, for sure.
Who's
Along with that
upstate?
darkling
Heaven's
that you dipped
upstate.
head first into the magical fire.
Oh, that was special.
That
was
that
bad.
wasn't me. I didn't kill him. The magical fire
See,
killed him.
but we're all parts of one life essence, right? And so whether we're breathing and moving in this sphere or another, like, well, you know, it's all sort of.
I need a drink.
Yeah, we got carried away.
Let's
Let's
go.
do this.
Okay.
Let's
on-
go off to this graveyard.
On the way, I fill them in. So we got three options, three likely sites that I could spy with my 360-degree vision. There's one that seemed like Goliathy, which we were sort of into. It seemed like one seemed fancy. Couldn't tell knighty or not. Don't read giant. Except, I mean, I read a little better than I speak. It's just like, you know, I know apple, you know, words like that, but you know, nothing practical.
Where is the library?
Exactly. And there wasn't anything about libraries in this on the mausoleum. That's a maybe. And then in the sort of medium folk section, medium and smaller folk section, there was one that seemed real, you know, pretty swanky and big, that had a fancy lock on it. And then one that seemed a little less fancy, less big, no lock.
I say Goliath. It's my vote.
See, I sort of like the look of the fancy lock one. I feel like we get good choices.
Our locksmith is AFK.
That's the only thing. I'm scared that we won't be able to get it out.
Do we have a crate? Do we need to get a crate
I
first?
thought we were gonna get.
Or do we wanna just
I
take
thought
the
we were gonna
armor?
get the armor and then hook up with Isolde and figure out the crate getting in the shipment thing.
So if our locksmith is gone, the only way that we can get through that fancy lock is to smash it or get really lucky.
Well,
Never stopped us before.
Do you have like magic
well,
or something
if
that can
it's-
open a
if it's
door?
if it's a spell, I could theoretically dispel it. Theoretically,
Let's try it.
Look,
and if we don't, we, you know, there's some, you know, you know.
Well spoke. I'm sold. Let's
And
go.
and if we
Let's
can't
try
get
it
in,
out.
then we pivot to the Goliath one or the other, right? Unless there's an
we're gonna die
alarm.
before we can
But
get to this house.
should we have invited Isolde along?
I don't know. Have you?
No, Isolde is very comfortable in our house right now.
The camera just
Sitting
cuts
and
to
looking
Isolde
after-
sipping tea, examining the nude art.
Yes. Accidentally bumped the scones and all the tables flipped. And,
Oh Jesus! What? So, I get. Are we locked in for the fancy
I
one?
know.
We may be getting more products than we need.
Let's do it.
Also, we don't have to make a call right now.
Yeah.
Until we can get there and say, oh, I don't like the look of this. We can inspect and say, nope, let's pivot. You know, we're not locked in yet. Let's head over.
Yeah, let's do it. And we start walking.
Okay.
So, definitively, which
And
one
then
are
we
you
gotta
going
s-
towards?
Yeah, and if it seems too fancy, we'll just go somewhere else.
All right, give me a stealth check.
Fuck.
Okay, who's Who's got the worst stealth?
Me, I have disadvantage because I have chainmail.
Then be guided. Be guided.
Okay. Ooh.
19.
Yay. Wait,
Yeah.
guidance
Yeah.
gives me like a D4 added onto it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, my lowest one, actually not too bad. I got 14. That's not too bad, I think.
I got a 19.
That's great because I got a 7.
Fuck.
But
14.
I'm one of 3 of us, and I'm the smallest.
It's true. It is a group check. So I would say with 2 successes and 1 failure, you guys managed to kind of like at one point just the silence of the graveyard is interrupted by bzzz from Anisoptera's wings, and one of you just kind of like bear hugs him like shush. You guys make your way to the fancier mausoleum.
Sorry.
As you approach a lot closer, you recognize all kinds of detailed filigree along the edges. And it looks like this person...
Ooh, filigree.
Yeah. It looks like this is a smaller but still important family. And you recognize it as the Murk family. M-U-R-K-E of Murky Hall.
Oh, do we know them?
Fuck.
Do we know them? What's up with them?
Avigard,
I think we know Murky Hall.
Yeah. Avigard, I think, has like some connection to... has a stronger connection to the Sanguine and Murky Hall than you guys. But like you would be aware of that part of the city. Yeah.
Well, we're operating independently right now, right? So we're not. But are they knighty? No, they're roguey.
I mean, they're it's a house of they are an important family. Just because more clandestine things happen in their part of the city doesn't necessarily mean that they are or aren't. Give me a history check. How about that? Let's deal with the ambiguity by.
I check out this. That's a 13. So I feel like what you gave me probably was about
Honestly,
what
what I gave you
anyway.
is about that. That like it could be. You're more likely to find a suit of armor in there than by digging through a random grave.
Okay, well, that's, of course it could be, yeah, okay. I'd like to investigate this lock.
Let's check it out.
That is our next step.
All right, give me an investigation.
Do you think,
check.
Yeah. That's an 8. Does someone else want to take a look?
Yeah, sure, I'll check it out as well. Oh my god, I'm on fucking fire right now. Plus 321, baby.
21. Kerfaderk.
Fuck do you know about locks?
Kerfaderk has been hanging out with,
I listened to Avigard.
Avigard for quite a while. Because Kerfaderk is, I would best say, sort of a half-elf sponge of a man.
Right.
He kind of
sponge of a man.
He kind of like takes in
That's
people's
perfect.
skills and things and just kind of keeps the best bits for himself. And you would recognize that like there is a similar lock that you've encountered with Avigard sort of in the Flakefall estate, right? With the fancy with the Duke and all them. And so if you had like a pry bar or some kind of levering mechanism, you could pop this lock off no problem.
Hey, I know this lock. I'd recognize this lock anywhere.
What do I have on me?
Does anybody have anything like a pry bar, piece of iron, crowbar?
I do have a crowbar. Holy shit! I have a crowbar.
Wow!
Can I borrow your crowbar?
Yeah, I have a crowbar. Why do I have
All
a
right.
crowbar? It must have been my starting equipment.
Original.
Okay.
Well, seeing as I know exactly how to open this lock with a crowbar, I take the crowbar and start bashing it.
No. No.
That's how
I
you
want to
open
like
it.
grab it as he's winding up.
You grab him as he's
Avigard
winding
taught
up.
me the way.
Did you say?
All right.
Okay. All right.
You stopped me.
I
I swear to God, Avigard told me to bash the lock with a goddamn crowbar until it opens. That's how
seriously doubt that they have honestly said that to you. They were either fucking with you or you are insane, which that tracks with everything that's transpired. That's not better.
You're right.
So I take the crowbar and I stick it in, and I'm trying to jimmy it through with all the strength that I fucking have.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Oh, yes. Oh, but dice gods hate me. I rolled a 3, so that's a 10.
You are unable to open the lock. Possibly because you're not randomly bashing against it.
I'll try it.
At this point, Kerfaderk comes over, grabs
take
the.
the crowbar.
You know what?
The
And then I
Take the crowbar and I bash at the lock.
Can I help somehow?
Anisoptera sits on the edge of the crowbar as I bash it back.
Can I do a teeny bit of? Can I do a light cantrip? Just a little, just to help see better. You know, maybe part of it's not. You know, where can you get purchased? You know, something.
Sure. Kerfaderk, can you give me an athletics check with advantage because of your high roll investigating the lock?
Of course.
And with the help
And a very discreet amount of light.
And a very discreet amount of light is
I'm in
also
hell.
contributing to this advantage.
Yes, it is hugely.
I think I got it. 18.
motherfucker.
18, yeah. So here's the scene. I just want to recap. Here's the scene. Kerfaderk examines the lock, asks for a pry bar as he knows exactly how to open it. Our dear friend, Roland, obliges, thinking, you know, he's going to, how you normally would with a pry bar or a crowbar, just, you know, use leverage. But instead, you know, when he tries to do that himself, Kerfaderk simply steps him aside, picks up the pry bar, and just hits the lock in a very specific point, and the lock, boom, jimmies open, and the kind of like the chain that it's attached to sort of dangles down. The door is available to be. That's fucking gold.
Told you.
Roland is standing there, jaw on the floor, and then he hears a voice from inside.
Puny human.
Shut the fuck up! I will throw your necklace in the
Wow,
ocean.
Kerfaderk, have you been working out?
Well, yeah, since you ask, I have been doing a few push-ups here and there, and well, I've been exerting myself to exhaustion in the bathroom.
No, I can tell you it's working. It's working.
Thank you so much.
Shall we
Thank you so much.
try to open the door very carefully?
Sure.
It's a good
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah.
I guess for
As
very carefully.
quietly as we can.
Give me a sleight of hand check for how careful you are. That, I guess we'll say.
Ooh, who's slight? Who's slight with that? I'll be slight with my hands. I'll guide myself as well. I'm saying that before I roll, but I won't need it, obviously.
Of course not. Of course not. Why
It'll be
would
a
you?
great
need it?
roll. Yeah, well, yeah, it might be worth it just to see where. Yeah. That's a 12.
All right, with a 12, you open it. The doors have not seen use in quite some time, and so there is just a natural creakiness to it. But you open the door. Precisely. So you open the door to reveal what looked to be about a dozen stone coffins, and at the very end of this mausoleum you see two suits of armor kind of grasping swords, kind of like in a this sort of stance.
Bingo, motherfucker.
Suits
Let's
of
go
armor.
put them on.
Are they big enough for all of us to fit in one, or should we take both?
They're, I would say, about this for like an average humanoid. They're not Goliath.
So we're taking both.
We're taking
Both.
Fantastic.
I go and slip one on.
All right.
If you slip that on, you're probably going to also have disadvantage on stealth checks. Hell, but if we carry
And
it, it probably won't be any better.
oh
All right.
shit.
No, that makes
we gotta get
sense.
out of the graveyard.
Yeah.
Well, okay, let me work on that.
I already have the armor on. And if anybody sees me, they're going to think that the dead have awoken.
How does Kerfaderk look in this armor? Like, is this like a new look for you that looks really awesome and like muscular, or is this like your dad's suit jacket that just like looks super fucking big?
I would say
I don't know.
I would say this style of armor is like, it's rife with age. It needs to be cleaned and dusted pretty hardcore. But I think, Kerfaderk, just give me a flat charisma check.
8.
Kerfaderk does not look good in his armor. It was definitely made for someone like a foot wider and a foot taller and half a foot wider.
How do I look?
You.
Be honest.
Your
Well-
words are better than any clothing you could ever put on.
Wow.
You know what? It looks like a suit of armor, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That does.
You look like a suit of armor to me. That's all
Then
I see.
kind of
The
like
armor.
slap his visor down over his face, and I start putting mine on.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I might never take this off. This feels like me now.
I don't recommend it. And
While
mine
they're
on.
putting this on,
Mhm.
I would like to. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. Here's what I'm thinking, gentlemen. I'd love to sign somehow here, something classic like Shellazar was here. Something,
You're a goddamn
something that,
genius. Yes.
I
or is it a better way to plant evidence than that?
I think it's better if no one knows
Well, but
anybody was here.
we busted the lock, right? And we're stealing the armor. Are we going to be able to?
Is it busted? Like,
Is it busted?
like noticeably?
Is it noticeably busted?
After I hit it with a crowbar to open it, is it busted?
I would say the way you have opened it is like you jimmied it open. So like, do you guys watch the lock picking lawyer on TikTok?
A little bit sometimes.
So yeah, so like the lock has come undone. Like you jimmied open the lock. Like you could reset it once you're done.
But we could. Oh, well, great. Then never mind. Well, you know what? I still want to do it. I still want to. Can I use a little? I don't want to incriminate myself by accident, but
I can mimic his handwriting through the art of deception, perhaps.
it's just there's got to be some like candles, some burnt candles or something in here. I just want a little charcoal, a little, like a wick of a burnt candle. We can just write Shellazar was here.
I mean,
Although, you know
that's
what?
what you want.
You think it's a bad idea?
Would Shellazar really write that if he trespassed somewhere?
What would he?
And-
What would he write?
No,
He'd-
because people don't do
He'd
that.
write. He'd write. No, I'm not Shellazar. I wasn't here. That feels
Yeah, we
silly.
should write Shellazar was not here. Then
okay,
everybody
okay.
will think, well, it was
Okay, I
Shellazar.
see now. Thinking 2 steps ahead. That's good.
We reverse psychology.
Or at least
Roland is
like
praying that he doesn't have to go to jail at some point.
we went to jail, we'd have a blast.
that's
I'll tell
mostly
you what.
true. That's mostly true. I
Speaking of
God, I
buttholes,
was
okay,
gonna say.
let's
Ah.
let's write Shellazar was not here on the wall,
Yes.
so that everybody thinks Shellazar was
There's
here.
a burnt candle end.
Okay.
Perfect. I
Right.
scribble out Shellazar was not here.
Right. You scribble.
Promise.
Shellazar was not
Signed,
here. I
love,
promise.
love Shellazar.
Love Shellazar.
Shellazar.
Okay.
Perfect.
XOXO.
All right.
Let's put.
I begin to stroll out in my suit of armor.
Let's re-Jimmy the lock.
Okay. You guys walk out. You put the lock back together. I'm gonna need stealth rolls again as you guys try to make it back. Everyone who's wearing armor has disadvantage, so that is Kerfaderk and Roland.
Wait. Let me just wait. Nobody move.
Wouldn't dream of it.
nobody-
Dream of moving.
I already rolled. The guidance should not be enough to help. I apologize.
I was gonna bless us, but that's just attack rolls and saving throws, so that's
It's okay, my
useless.
friend.
Pass without a trace.
Here's what I am gonna do. I'm gonna cast light on a stone.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Well, I was just gonna like. I want to like. I'm just gonna ask one of you two to throw this really far away, so someone say, "Oh, what's that light over there?" And then they go there instead of to us. I wish
That's smart.
I wish I had thaumaturgy. That would be good.
Well, tell you what, Roland, let me throw you some inspiration real quick.
All right, yeah, and I like pick up my quarterstaff. I toss the rock in the air and I just whack it as hard as I can.
Oh my god! Oh, well, you know what? Okay. You guys sneak out. I'll fly somewhere else. I'll make a bunch of noise and then fly away.
Oh, smart.
Give you a chance to sneak out.
I guess I don't do that.
No, I think that's still a good idea. I'll go over by the rock.
I think I just in the middle of all of this, I think I started walking out like as soon as you guys started saying love Shellazar. I'm just not at a grueling pace. I'm simply walking.
So I'm gonna fly over to very different part of the graveyard, maybe more Goliath-y part.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna just I'll cast light and do a little dance and sing a little song.
All right, I would say give me a deception check then.
I'm not deceiving. I'm telling the truth. I'm doing this. Performance. It should be performance. Not deception.
Honestly, yes. Performance makes more sense. We'll go with performance.
The roll is the same.
I thought maybe you had a skill in performance.
No, I don't. Oh, that's a 18.
An 18. Okay. So, Dustin, what did you roll, including the inspiration?
2.
2 with inspiration.
2 with inspiration.
I'm making so much noise.
No. Is your inspiration like an 8 or is it a 6?
D8.
Then you should re-roll that die altogether. Don't even think about what it was before.
5.
So you've rolled a 5 total. Kerfaderk, what was your roll, including disadvantage?
But you're just clunky, right? That doesn't mean
Including this. So this is my question. I rolled 2 17s.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I would say with 1 success and 1 failure, and
a brilliant distraction on the other side of the field.
Next top tier level distraction, you guys managed to get out of the graveyard without any incident. Anisoptera, you do start getting a couple of strange looks.
And then I fly away.
Okay. You do that.
The hell was that?
That is very much the vibe. So you guys now are carrying and or wearing 2 very dusty suits of armor as you guys are back at the house. We're gonna take another 5 real quick. I'm sorry, I have to take a phone call. And when we return, we will go on to phase 2.
Is it the standards? Is it practices and standards? Are we done? Is that it?
So we'll take a 5. We'll be back in 5. Thank you guys so much.
Are you under arrest?
And we're back. So you guys have made your way back to the back to Butt Party House. Name, patent pending. With your newfound suits of armor. What do you guys want to do before you go in and prank/steal/kill from Shellazar?
Hey, Isolde, what do you think of these?
We look.
Pretty good, right?
There's certainly something. That's right. You told me your plan, which was to wear suits of armor, go inside of a crate, pretend to be Weather Whale. Yeah. So do you
fucking follow through?
Does this look like stuff he would typically get, or is this far off?
Well, I mean, like I said, he curates his armor collection. So, like, if he sees you in it, he might be like, "I didn't order this."
I think we're more looking to fool. We're more looking to fool the other suits of armor and the zombie.
Right. The zombie,
Yes.
I 100% believe you can fool. The other suits of armor, I don't know. They're constructs. They have very simple magical programming.
Which is
Well, I don't know. I didn't program them
Suit-
myself.
suit of armor good.
Are you going to
Anyone
tell
else
us?
bad?
Are you insinuating that it is perhaps possible that we wasted 2 hours?
It's possibly even
I
your
can't
whole
believe
day
you're
as you waited
thinking that's
until
an
nighttime
impossible.
to do this.
All
You
right.
don't like it?
It's not
We're
what
doing
I would.
You don't think they're cool?
It's not what I would.
We asked you what to do, and you said nothing, really.
We asked you what to do. You told us to get
and
a
I'm not
suit of
saying
armor
that this
to hide
idea is
in a
bad.
crate.
I'm not saying this idea is bad. I'm just saying that it's not what I would have done, and I don't know what I would have done.
Wow.
The whole reason I came to
Wow.
you guys is because I didn't know what to do.
Gizzle Izzle, more like Grizzle Izzle.
No,
Wow.
I'm trying to say that this is one of those ideas that's so dumb it might work. Because why would you prepare for it?
You know what?
I'm.
Should we just bust in through the front door and fuck up everybody we see? Should we just do that?
It's not like we haven't done that before.
I mean, it's your prerogative. I'm just saying I wouldn't have thought of the armor thing. That's all I'm trying to say. But you might
So we're
want to
thinking
clean
outside.
them. They're very dusty and rusty.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
Dusty, rusty. All right, well let's take it into the smithy there. We've got some nice, coarse bristles and some oils. We could get these looking nice.
I hop into the bath.
Pay no attention to the darkling corpse hanging out of the furnace.
Haven't even gone there, and now I'm terrified.
That's from when we were attacked. We told you.
Oh yes.
We clean up.
Yeah. I'll just wipe myself. I'll wipe the dust off. Get myself
Just
nice
in
and
the
polished.
bathtub.
Yeah, in the bathtub.
You do
Then I
that.
sort of lay there, and every time I take a bath, I have just like a 30-second moment where I kind of go like, what am I doing? And then
I think
snap
it's
out
also
of it.
just because I'm asking you what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, Roland, I didn't know you were in here.
Sorry,
You normally
need a minute.
You normally come into the bathroom when people are taking baths.
No, you're in the living room.
Yeah,
How
of
did I
course.
get in
Of
here?
course, the butt room has a bathtub in it. What kind of butt room wouldn't?
Oh no! Did Izzle turn the sconce? Oh, she must be so horrified.
Actually,
We need to talk to her immediately. Izzle, we can explain. You've seen a butt room before, haven't you?
Yes,
Don't feel you
I've
need to
seen
reply.
Shellazar's. I know.
oh, I fucking knew he had one.
Of course he has.
I
Holy
knew he
shit,
had one.
what?
Tell me
What's
this,
it like?
Whose is better? Ours or his?
There's definitely a lot more pageantry.
Again, feel no obligation to answer.
There's a lot more pageantry to yours. That's all I'll say.
What do you mean?
Well, you turn
What's
It's
the
better.
you turn a sconce,
theme
and the
of
whole
his?
room transforms, and there's the
Give
art
us a
and the tables and the love seat and the bath.
give us a detailed and the stirrups and the spinning one.
Yeah.
Give us a detailed description of his. Give us a detailed description of his.
Can I not and just wait for you to find it yourselves next
Absolutely.
episode?
Yeah, no, that is an okay response, and we should.
okay.
You know what? I bet he's like most uncultured swine. I bet the theme of his butt room is just butts.
That's weird because that's definitely what I thought the theme of this one was.
What? How dare you? There's so much more going on here than just butts.
I do
kidding me?
appreciate the canopy. I do appreciate the sort of retracted ceiling. I think that's a classy touch.
At the very least, it's a marvel of engineering.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Who'd you hire to get this done?
It was
Only the best.
expensive.
It cost a lot of money. I had to ask for money from my friends, and there's no way. I don't know how I'm gonna pay them back.
Never mind the egg people. Let's go to his house.
All right, yeah, let's go.
We
Enough about butt
where
room.
does he get his shipments from? Let's sneak into a crate.
Oh, he gets his shipments from Oscar Downsong, the guy who owns the mine. And several shops in town. Like egg shops and things.
What? What?
Okay, let's
You
stay away
mean-
from the egg shops.
When you
Let's
say
far away
egg-
from the egg shops.
Egg shops?
Let's go to
What
Oscar
kind
Levant.
of egg shops? You mean like little boutique ones that no one has ever been to, right?
Well, he owns a lot of the property and most of the shops in town. He's in the Sellers Guild and he owns the mine. He's very rich. He's got a very diversified portfolio.
I was gonna say, how do you get into mines and eggs? How funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's see if we can hop in a crate. Let's go to this fellow Oscar's
Do you have any
place.
friends
Whatever
there?
they do.
You've got friends there, Isolde?
I
Think you could get us into a crate?
could probably get you guys a crate. Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay.
Is it
All right, order us up a crate. We're
is
gonna
it
hop
better?
in.
Is it better to hop in like at the back door of his house,
Let's
or better
get
to like
shipped
get
over
shipped
there,
over
for
there?
sure.
Okay, good. That's what I was thinking too.
All right. Then you should probably
Yeah.
come with me.
I think we need to get shipped over there.
So
Go
you,
to the
All right,
warehouse.
let's go.
she takes you guys north, out of the northern gate, past through the area the Verdant Tooth is in, over the bridge to the river, where she takes you to a humble warehouse, and there are several crates with sort of the blazoned emblem of Downsong, and it says like Downsong's, just like sort of like Downsong Inc., right? And give me a stealth check. Those of you with armor with disadvantage, please.
Oh, guide for someone.
Well, pick someone to guide before they tell you what they rolled.
18. I'm on.
Guide Roland.
Yay! Okay, well that was a 1, but 13. I'll take a 13
And I got
for
a
disadvantage. Hell yeah!
17.
I got a 18.
All right, 13, 17,
Wow.
and 18. You
Yeah,
guys are
we're
sequestered.
pretty good.
You guys are sequestered, sort of. Isolde has found a nice place for you guys to hide as you kind of look over as she's talking with a couple of dwarves and is like gesturing to a very large crate and kind of like slips them some gold and like wheels a crate over towards you guys and says, okay, you're all gonna have to get in. And they'll mail it. I asked for expedited
Roland,
shipping,
could
so
you
it
poke
should
the
get mailed out
breakables?
tonight.
So should am I coming in the crate with you, or do you want me to be eye in the sky situation? What's better?
Yeah, be eye in the sky. That way, if something goes awry, you can.
Or at
follow
very
us
least
and-
find Avigard and they can save our asses, I suppose.
Yeah.
Also,
right.
good.
Okay.
All right, Roland. ready to get cozy, I hop into the crate, kind of like back first.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to do that.
Somebody needs to poke air holes in here.
I'll take care of that.
I like slowly make my way, just like as like slow as possible, descending into here, just trying to touch touch Kerfaderk as least as possible, and it's just impossible with the size of the crate.
All right, shut it up.
Getting
Here we
some
go.
ideas.
Are you cozy? Are you comfortable, Roland?
If I say yes, will we drop it?
Sure. Yeah.
Then I am cozy.
Hey, Roland.
Yes, Kerfaderk.
I have to go to the bathroom.
No, the fuck you don't. You will hold it
How long do you think it'll take to get there?
as long as it takes. I have been on voyages where people would piss themselves before we would get there, but that's because it took 3 months until the nearest port. You can take
And they didn't
couple
just piss in
hours.
the
I don't have to.
ocean.
I don't have to piss.
You would think they would, right? You would think they would.
Wow, sounds smelly.
Wasn't pleasant.
I've got 15 minutes.
So-
No, you don't.
So, Anisoptera, you were not in the crate with them, yes?
No, I'm gonna sort of follow it from above, real stealthy like.
Alrighty. You guys wait in the crate for some time, probably about an hour, before the crate suddenly starts
Okay.
to move. And I assume you've shit yourself then? Is that a fact?
Yep. Oh yeah.
What about the smell?
What about the smell? Indeed.
What a.
Can I roll for how smelly it was?
You asked, so yes. Just roll a
God.
d20, and we'll say
God.
17.
Oh god.
we'll say a 17 isn't very smelly.
I'm on fire tonight.
Yeah, and what
Hey,
wonderful rolls
Campaign
you've
that
used
done
them
the
on.
least amount.
It's got to be worse inside than out.
Goodness.
Roland, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
up.
I'm so
Shut
sorry
quiet.
about all.
Your mouth quiet.
Okay.
You
Oh my god.
I owe you big time.
You are taken through the streets
I
of
don't
the
know what
city,
god to
and
pray
you,
to for this.
you are deposited at the back door of Shellazar's estate. Anisoptera, you manage to flit sort of above, probably about like a good 20-30 feet, kind of out of sight, out of mind, to the people delivering. At which point, you once they reach there towards the back door, Isolde arrives, unlocks the door so that the people can drop off the shipment. At one point, like, you guys all kind of like hear the shippers being like, "Oh my god, what is since when is weather whale so stinky? Oh god!" They kind of poof, with a big
Oh,
heave ho. They leave
should
you in
I-
there.
should I be trying to go inside at the same time?
I don't know. You tell me.
Hey, Roland,
What?
I have to go again.
How?
Ooh, wow. I think I stay out. I think I stay outside.
How?
Watch.
I've got 10 minutes.
The
Okay.
the movers leave, closing the door behind them. Isolde also sort of walks away, and that is where we will leave this evening. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll be back maybe next week, maybe in 2 weeks. I will post about it on Twitter, Instagram, and I almost said Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook in years, so it'll be on Twitter and Instagram when we come back. But at the very least, you will see me stream again. We're going to continue playing Fire Emblem: The Sacred Stones, aka Child Soldier dating simulator. So if you haven't seen that stream, the VOD is still
Wow.
up. All right. Please stick around for the raid. It helps out small streams like ours. Do you guys have anything you want to plug while I'm setting that up?
Taco Bell is fantastic, especially at this time of night.
Nacho.
I have muted you as soon as you said Taco Bell. Please stick around for the raid. We will be back soon. Love y'all.